Classroom family. And yes, you heard me correctly. I said evening. I usually greet you with a good morning, but now it's evening, so we would say good evening. We usually don't see each other around this time, but I thought it would be a nice idea to share with you one of my favorite activities to do in the evening, especially since we're spending so much more time at home. I'm very excited to curl up with a good book this evening. And this is a mystery novel. Don't worry, I'm not reading this to you, but I think one day you might appreciate the author Agatha Christie. She is known as the Dame of Mysteries. She has probably over 100 mystery novels that are just riveting. That means they're so exciting and you usually don't know what happened or who did what till the very end, which is why they're called a mystery. And I really enjoy curling up with these, whether it's a cold night or a hot night. I always enjoy sitting down with an Agatha Christie book and trying to challenge myself to be a detective and figure out what happened. So whether it's Agatha Christie or any other author, I hope you are spending your evenings or that time before bed with a good book. It's always a nice idea to go to sleep motivated by something that you've read, because sometimes a good book, which allows you to use your imagination, can lead to a really cool dream. Speaking of imagination, I have found the perfect book. I found it deep down in one of my shelves, and I didn't even know I had this book kicking around, and it's called Doors in the Air by David Weil and Pierre Pratt. And I thought it was the perfect book for this time during the COVID-19 epidemic. We're inside so much because it's all about escaping into a whole other world or another place through your imagination. So I'm going to begin reading and I hope you enjoy. So if you don't have a bedtime story tonight or for another night, you can always watch this video and enjoy Doors in the Air. If you notice, there is a keyhole shaped illustration here because that's how you open many doors, with a key through a keyhole. My house has a roof to keep out the weather and walls on the sides to hold it together. Windows for light, closets for clothes, a spooky old cellar where nobody goes. 3 beds, 1 tub, some tables and chairs, and a small place for brooms tucked under the stairs. Yeah, this illustration sort of reminds me of us right now as we're trapped inside so much more, staring out there, wondering when we'll be able to go to some of our favorite places again and see some of our favorite people. There are baskets and boxes, big bowls and books, and a long skinny mirror where Mom always looks. There's an attic for trunks, a porch with a mat, 2 hooks on the wall for my coat and my hat. There are bedrooms and halls, ceilings and floors, but what I like best in my house are the doors. There's a door at the front, a door at the back, and a door to my room I keep open a crack. It looks like this is the part of the book where he's going to venture into a whole other world through his imagination. If it weren't for doors, without any doubt, I'd have to stay in or I'd have to stay out. I'd be trapped in one place like a fish in a bowl, a bird in a cage, or a post in a hole. Stuck, that's what I'd be, stuck in one place like a tamarack tree, but doors open wide to let me pass through like rain down a spout or smoke up a flue. And I especially like these 2 pages because even though there's no text to read, you can see here that he has gone through probably one of the most incredible doors that he's ever opened. And I also like the lesson we learned here that doors can be good things that protect us and keep us safe. But we don't always want to stay behind a door because that'll stop us from learning and doing more. Doors, doors, that's all I know. Look for the doors wherever you go. Just close your eyes tight and reach out your hand, then slip through a door to a faraway land. Doors in the darkness, doors in the deep, a door to your dreams when you drift off to sleep. The dream doors you open, so tall and so wide, are doors to the castle you have waiting inside. Remember, it's all inside you. Doors are super surprising, splendid for us things, and when I pass through one, it's this that I sing. Oh, sesame, sesame, east of me, west of me, sesame, sesame, snap. You see the silver key to open up the lock. Oh, sesame, sesame, wrinkles and recipes, tickety, tackety, talk. Doors in the air, doors in the air. There's one over here and one over there. So if you feel blue in a sad, soggy space, imagine a door to a happier place. That's a very important message. Fly off to the moon, it's not very far. Remember, you don't have to say where you are. Oh, sesame, sesame, east of me, west of me, sesame, sesame, snap. You are indeed a silver key, so all you need to do is open a door to a shimmering shore and go sailing right on through. And it looks like his adventure has taken him there to some sea or ocean where he has sailed through a door. So, like I mentioned earlier, it's really interesting how we think of doors as part of a structure, just like we studied structures in science, and we know that many buildings we go to each day, our homes, schools, shopping malls, stores, doctors' offices and clinics, they all have doors to get into, and we close the doors to keep us safe, to keep us warm, to protect us. But now during this time of the COVID pandemic, we've been inside on the other side of doors for way too long, and we can't be in one or the other. So just like you can't stay outside forever, you can't stay inside forever either. So if you're thinking of heading somewhere through a door, remember the door that opens most wide is the one in your mind, being your imagination. The other thing I like most about this story was the rhyming. The rhyming made it a lot more fun, added rhythm, kind of like a song. And we've talked about that when we've explored some of our shared reading poems months ago, way back at school. So whether you enjoy this video and this story in the morning or in the afternoon or in the evening before bedtime, remember that picking up a good book is a good idea at any time. All right, my friends, wishing you a wonderful night and a wonderful sleep. I know I don't say that often. So sweet dreams, and see you in one of the next mornings coming up.